part of it at least was to identify privacy concerns. What was missed here that might have led to this?
This is a really difficult question. I don't think that there was any particular thing that the company necessarily did wrong here. First of all, we've heard very clearly from the chief security officer, Alex Samos, this was not a security breach, and technically speaking, he's right. There was no technical breach of Facebook's cybersecurity program. On the other hand, there are certainly some questionable policies that may have been drawn up in the way that data was shared with the particular researcher in concern here, and the way that he could have shared data with third parties.
So that is, you're bringing up a couple of the key questions. There was this academic researcher who got this data, which under Facebook policy is permissible, not permissible to share that data with a third party, which he did. But I want to ask you, one vulnerability that caught my eye is the fact that apps can gather data from friends of Facebook users. So in this case, you had a few 100,000 users signed up for a personality quiz, but all of their friends' profiles were pilfered without them knowing. Isn't that the kind of thing that Facebook is accountable for here?
I think that you're hitting right on the point that is most critical here. The researcher gained data through his primary research, working directly with a couple 100,000 Facebook users, but then accessed the data of the friends of those users, and that is exactly what should be in question here. And I think that the company is really thinking hard about this, and of course has ceased that ability for researchers now. But we all have to ask this question now as to how this could have ever happened.
Do you, having been in that role, feel any regret or sense of responsibility here?
Well, I think this whole incident actually may have happened before I started at the company. Look, I think that when we're part of an organization like that, just like working in the White House or in the government, we all have to take responsibility for the things that the organization does. And so if it's found that Facebook was culpable in any way, sure, I share some of the responsibility here.
What do you think is key to happen now? A lot of people are looking at this as a real moment for Facebook to have to really come to terms with its privacy policies, do a lot of soul searching, and maybe be a different company. Would you agree with that?